You're about to discover the uncomfortable truth. The most compelling villains in your favorite thrillers are often born from real-life nightmares. We're pulling back the curtain on how the chilling methods and psychological profiles of infamous true crime figures, think Ted Bundy's charm or the Zodiac Killer's cryptic messages, are the secret ingredients writers use to create fiction's most unforgettable monsters. This isn't just theory, it's a dissection of how real evil fuels fictional terror. What if the monsters on your screen aren't entirely fiction? For decades, cinema has shifted from supernatural vampires and werewolves to the humanized monster next door. This evolution is driven by a chilling realization. Reality provides a more terrifying canvas than imagination ever could. John Wayne Gacy, the killer clown, provided the blueprint for the model citizen who hides a predatory interior. In his community, he was a pillar, a successful business owner, and a political precinct captain. This respectable veneer is the primary ingredient directors use to make you question the safety of your own neighbours. But it's Gacy's Pogo the Clown persona that birthed a horror icon. Psychologically, this triggers the uncanny valley effect, the repulsion we feel toward near-human faces where emotions are obscured by paint. This subversion of childhood innocence directly influenced Pennywise in American Horror Stories' Twisty the Clown. Even more terrifying was Gacy's House of Horrors. He buried 26 bodies in a 4-foot crawl space beneath his floorboards. This imagery transformed the home from a sanctuary into a tomb, a domestic graveyard trope now found in nearly every modern slasher film. While Gacy hid behind community stature, Ted Bundy redefined what a monster looks like. He was handsome, brilliant, and charismatic. He proved that evil doesn't always look like a monster. Bundy's most effective weapon was vulnerability. He would wear a fake arm sling or use crutches to lure victims into his van by asking for help. If that sounds familiar, it's because Thomas Harris adapted this exact tactic for Buffalo Bill in The Silence of the Lambs. Bundy's intellectual arrogance, his narcissistic victory over others, became the psychological anchor for the pure evil antagonist. His ability to mimic empathy while working at a suicide crisis hotline provided the chilling inspiration for the sophisticated intellectual predator we know as Hannibal Lecter. Then there is the Zodiac Killer, the man who turned serial murder into a public brand. Through cryptic letters and complex ciphers sent to newspapers, he created the cryptic mastermind archetype. The Zodiac's theatricality, wearing an executioner-style hood with a unique symbol, has become a staple for villains like John Doe in C7N and the Riddler in The Batman. These fictional killers don't just commit crimes, they create performances and force the media to act as their heralds. Even 50 years later, the real-life Z340 cipher, which took 5 decades to crack, provides a grounded foundation for the super-intelligent villains who treat their crimes like mathematical puzzles. Authors like Thomas Harris don't just copy one killer, they synthesize them. Buffalo Bill is a terrifying composite. He flayed skin like Ed Gein, used Bundy's injured ploy, and kept victims in a pit like Gary Heidnik. This creates a villain that feels more dangerous because they embody a spectrum of real-world deviance. But this fascination comes with a cost. When we cast heartthrobs to play these monsters or focus solely on the killer's origin story, we risk romanticizing them and marginalizing the victims. We often find ourselves lost between condemning their actions and celebrating the performance. The architecture of evil in cinema is built on the ruins of real tragedies. The reason these characters haunt us is that they aren't otherworldly demons. They are the sons and husbands who walk among us, hidden behind a mask of normalcy. The curtain has been pulled back, and the truth is more terrifying than any fiction.